Shalom. First, I would like to start off by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadesh. Double honors to teachers, tellers, and the apostle of great millstone. Likewise, brothers, putting out this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep unto you, brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson is titled 250 Years Mismanagement of Babylon. Just blame the brown man. Let's start off with our first scripture here. This is the book of Daniel 4 and verse 17, and it reads, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomever he will, and set it up over it the basis of man." And the basis of man is none other than Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, who's ruled this earth in perpetual wickedness. But we're going to focus on Great Babylon, America, their precious America, so dear to them that they have a slogan, "Make America Great Again." But because of poor management, because the rulers of Great Babylon, America, are the basis of man, this place has fallen apart, and now they need a scapegoat. And that scapegoat has always been the children of Israel. And now our Northern Kingdom brothers, the so-called Latinos and Hispanics, are now in the crosshairs of this wicked devil, Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man. Let's start off with our first scripture here. This is the book of Proverbs 26, and start in verse 25, and it reads, "When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, which is kill you, 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 kill you." Real simple, Jake. This is what we warn you about. This man does not love you. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation. He's deceived you. You have the ex-president, okay, open up the floodgates, come on in, we're going to give you housing, education, medical assistance. Come to the land of milk and honey. Come in. And now what do you have? You have a tyrant that is saying, you know what? Just like how he did with all of his businesses out in the world that has failed, he's looking and saying, you know what? The reason why you uneducated, you unskilled, you pathetic loser Edomite, so-called white people, are not doing well is because of the hard-working, diligent, righteous brown man. You know, the ones that clean all the shit, pick the vegetables, do all the work that your lazy ass don't want to do so that you can sit in the air condition all day. It's them to blame, not you. You don't need to take full responsibility of your failure. Let's just blame them. Let's go after them. "Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him." We can go into the book of Jeremiah. We can see where the Lord Yahweh Shemashai made that snare. This is Jeremiah 50 and 24. Psalm verse 23, and it reads, "How is the hammer of the earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation amongst the nations?" So you see it right now, all these nations are buckling up against this place. That was unheard of. But see, the Lord has raised those nations up, because it's that time right now for Great Babylon, America, to meet its demise. Continue, it said, "I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh Shemashai." Now, of course, Esau the Edomite cannot strive against the Most High Yahweh Shemashai, but he has striven against the children of the Most High Yahweh Shemashai, which is the children of Israel, or so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. So this move that he's doing, and I'm going to play a short clip for you, is there's no other move than him striving against the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. Of course, everything that Esau does is because the Lord Yahweh Shemashai makes him do it. So check out this clip.
So we're following some breaking news right now. Mass deportation operations already underway in some major cities around the country. Fox 5's Stephanie Bertini live in the newsroom with this information unfolding at this hour. Stephanie, what's the latest?
Bianca, good afternoon. Well, ICE has already made hundreds of arrests in different parts of the nation, and the enforcement continues as we continue to see President Trump move forward on the promise of mass deportations. The administration says it's focusing on criminals first, the worst of the worst, and we've seen ICE raids in different parts of the nation, including Boston, which is a sanctuary city. Proof sanctuary cities don't have protections when it comes to federal enforcement. The Trump administration is now allowing ICE to move into sensitive areas like schools and churches. We reported that the House just passed a bill to require the detainment of unauthorized migrants accused of theft and violent crimes. It's the first legislation the president can sign. It's called the Laken Riley Act, named after authorities said the 22-year-old Georgia nursing school student was murdered last year by an undocumented immigrant. A bid to block Trump's cancellation of birthright citizenship is in federal court. A federal judge is set to hear the first arguments in a multi-state lawsuit seeking to block President Donald Trump's executive order ending the constitutional guarantee of birthright citizenship, regardless of the parent's immigration status. The president has signed executive orders, all of it signaling the immigration crackdown will continue to intensify, and it's creating real concern for migrant communities.
I personally would be. I feel like the statements by the administration and President Trump personally are anti-immigrant, full stop. I don't think he actually cares about immigrants and their rights and what contributions they're making. I would be concerned because I don't think there's a limit to what he wants to do on sending people to their countries of origin.
Here at home,
To be in the country illegally, first of all, I mean, there's nothing in the immigration law says you got to be convicted of a serious crime to be removed under the INA. So if you're in the country illegally, ICE can visit you. But right now, as we said repeatedly, and the President Trump's been clear, we're concentrating on the worst first, the public safety threats and national security threats.
Here at home, the NYPD has been reminded that being in the country unauthorized is not a crime, rather a civil immigration matter to be enforced federally. The police have been told not to assist or not to interfere with federal authorities like ICE on immigration matters in the memo that, as we reported, Bianca, we obtained yesterday.
All right, all this rapidly unfolding. Thank you so much for explaining.
And as you saw in that clip, you know, it's a double-minded way in how Great Babylon America operates. Wait, come on in over here. We're going to help you. But now we're going to grab you and destroy you. We're going to take you out of here. We're going to put you in these holding places until we can figure out what to do with you. It says, a lying tongue hated those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. So he's been lying. He's been lying about the so-called Negroes, okay, which is the men and women from the Southern Kingdom. I mean, I guess again kind of tired of right now of beating up on Judah. So now let's see. There's a whole lot of Latinos. You know, let's go after them. And we've been warning you Latinos about this. So you have to live and learn. Okay, this is the book of Isaiah 31, and starting with verse 1, because this is the leader's fault. You see, we can go back to Martin Luther King Jr. when he goes, I have a dream. And that dream, you know, to hold hands with the enemies, to be like the enemy, to allow them to come close to you, to let down your guard, has been the demise of Yasharallah here in Great Babylon, America. It reads, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. So here you see in these videos, what were they doing? Okay, now he's saying that they're going after the worst of the worst. Well, can you show us, you know, like a flowchart of what you would consider the worst of the worst, and then who's the least of the worst? See, it doesn't take a wise man. Well, it does take wisdom to see that really all of us are part of that worse. Notice, and many brothers have brought it out. Why aren't they pointing fingers at Ham, or Moabites, or Ammonite, or the Ishmaelites, or the Elamites, who are crossing that border too, or also here illegally? They know about it. Why don't they look in the mirror themselves? Really, yeah, show me the legality of the founding fathers here, when there were people who were already here. Well-documented slaughter of the Native Americans, so-called Native American Indians, who we know the tribe of God. Come on. Okay? Would you like to speak lies and see the prophets are raised up in these days to speak boldly and call you up on all of your BS? You see, our job is to wake our people up, and that's exactly what we're going to continue to do, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So let's go into the book of Ecclesiasticus 12 and 17. Because we'll be out there. You see, the Lord raised up the man who, look like what you would call Negroes, from the tribe of Judah and Benjamin, Golden Highway and the Byway first, and then of course you have the other tribes that are following suit. But our people, they prefer suit and necktie, slick back hair, a lot of talk, Jesus, they like that golden retriever power, okay, who has no power, Jesus, they like that. Well, let's see if you're going to be calling on Jesus' name now when this really ramps up, okay? Because there's a lot of things that's going behind the scene that they're not showing on the news. This Ecclesiasticus 12 and verse 17 reads, "If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hand, and whisper much and change his countenance." Of course, you've seen our countenance change now. Our countenance change. It's just a beginning. Of course, we have a whole lot of other, incidents and things that is going to be covered. So we're going to be busy, as watchmen, because we know this is going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until that, often spoken about civil war takes place. Okay, and we're going to read about that. Okay, this is the book of Zechariah 11, starting with verse 4, reads, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty." So we can imagine what they're going to be doing, especially once they start, because right now they're getting individuals, okay? But then once they start going for whole entire families and start, misidentification and, grabbing people that may not take being handled, the way these individuals are, it's going to get a little stupid. It's going to get a little stupid, and they'll probably be making up things anyways too. It says, "And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not." See, what's going on in the mind of Jake's them who are not being grabbed out of their household right now, or being, grabbed up by ICE right now, okay? Because they're not listening to the words. They're not understanding this man is saying he doesn't care about birthright citizenship and all of that. They're coming into a house, and if everybody can prove that they're an American citizen, then they may grab the entire house, women and children. I mean, they brought out the numbers there, okay? But a lot of so-called Latinos and Hispanics are going to be sitting now, especially the ones doing really well over here in this country, in Great Babylon. They're going to be sitting down, and they actually going to be cheering for Esau to do that. I mean, this man knows exactly how our people think. This is the reason why you see he set up the hotline, $1,000 if you can snitch. Imagine now, these Edomites now have the ability to just call and say, "You know what? I saw a bunch of illegals going inside this house. So you just better be careful of throwing parties, and especially..." You might not like what I'm going to say here, but you might not want to associate yourself with a lot of northern tribes, okay, members of the northern tribe, okay, because now you have these Edomites might feel threatened, and they can call and say, "You know what? I think there's a whole lot of illegals in that house." Next thing you know, your house is getting stormed. You see how they're going to create this division? Because it's all the lies. And our people naturally have an evil eye towards their brothers and sisters, so guess what? They're not going to show any pity. They don't give a crap. You think Snoop Dogg is going to give a crap, or Nelly, or any of these other celebrities? They're not stepping up to talk. None of them. Let's go into 2nd Ezra 16 and start with 17, because it's going to get to this point. For there should be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, starting with what they call the criminal of the criminals, or the worst of the worst. And then it's eventually going to come, to the righteous men that are signing a crowd on the highway, the prophets. They should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So if you're associated with us, you better understand you're going to get this too. Okay? You're going to get this too. All right? For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So the house you have, no matter how pretty it is, you didn't pay it off, or whatever case like that, you can write off on taxes, whatever. Just have the mental state and the mental mindset that they're going to grab it. Because, this man, how many new laws has he made since he sat in office? The creator of the universe have, 600 and what, 13 laws? This man has what, couple thousand? He makes up a law right out of any law. He just makes it up. New laws. Because again, they keep coming up with a way on how they could put that blame on somebody else, okay? 250 years mismanagement of Babylon, America. And their solution? Blame it on the brown man. Let's go also with the book of Proverbs 29 and start with 24. And it reads, whoso is partner with a thief hated his own soul. He that hear a curse and bewrayeth it not. These newscasters, a lot of them, they speak Spanish. Why aren't they saying anything? Oh, you scared to lose your job? Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing about our people. Our people ain't gonna ever stand up for each other, man. That word friend, shit. It's a joke. Okay? There ain't no integrity, no loyalty, nothing. Okay? Because once that sword starts swinging, and it's gonna be swinging real soon, you're gonna see those loyalty or whatever friendship go right out. Just like that. This is what's gonna happen. Because this is how we are going to be going through those judgment and through those fire. It says, the fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be saved. So only the righteous men and the women are going to put trust in Yahweh and will not betray their brother or their sister. And they would be the ones that would have that hedge of protection. You're not going to tremble and crumble because these Edomites are saying, you know what, we're going to get you and take away your house and throw you outside, and we're going to throw you in some internment camp. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment coming from the Lord. We give an example of that, Snoop. You got to be a jigaboo who's going to go play for Trump and Nelly. I can guarantee you they probably went and told those guys, like, maybe y'all might want to take a look at these pictures we have of you doing this and that and videos, and we can turn you into a peasant with a few mouse clicks. And there he was, doing the jigaboo for Trump. That gives you an idea of the leadership in Yasharala, other than the chosen ones, who are the elders and prophets that are bringing up this gospel and this truth, and the teachers. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So, of course, when we come up and we say, hey, you're full of shit, we know what you're up to. You're a liar and you're a murderer and a thief, and that the Lord Yahweh is going to get you. It's going to get you, and you're going to go in slavery. They become very offended by it. Very offended by it because they can't get us. Yeah, you can get us physically, but you can't get us mentally. That's just all there is to it, Esau. So I'm going to close out here. 250 years mismanagement of Babylon. Just blame the brown man, because it's controlled by the basis of man. Lord willing, the lack was at a fire that goes back him not going on a two. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.